He's Joe Thomas, the Browns offensive tackle, future Hall of Famer, 10-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro, and somehow squeezed in 10,000 consecutive snaps, and we didn't even know it. Joe, congratulations. Did you even know this?
You know, they gave me a little heads up the day before, so I was aware of it.
Did you get anything? A cake? A plaque? What do you get?
I was kind of waiting for you to send me something.
What would you like, Joe, that I could send that really would commemorate an incredible, incredible moment in your life?
The number one thing would be maybe a cake with your face on it, just saying congratulations and giving me the double gun.
Double bird or double gun?
Either one, whatever you prefer.
Do you know what the previous record was? Because I can't even find who did you pass here?
That's a great question. You'll have to talk to the Browns PR department. I don't keep track of those things.
How do you avoid injuries?
Well, I think avoiding injuries is a lot of it's, genetic, people that are predisposed to being injured. Some of it's just awareness on the field when you get into those compromising positions to try to prepare yourself to get ready to twist one way or the other to avoid injury. But a lot of it's just luck.
But you don't come out of games. I know Peyton Manning was famous for not coming out of games. Did you ever want to come out of a game?
Well, there's been certainly times that I've had injuries that were painful and they limited my effectiveness, but not to the point where I just could not continue. So I think for me, the decision was always easy. If I could get out there and hobble around and somewhat do my job, that I was going to try to do that until the coaches said that I'm ineffective. What's
the injury that nearly broke this streak?
I would say that the one injury that was the closest was I had a grade 2 LCL tear in my left knee, but luckily it happened in the last game of the season, and so I was able to kind of just play the second half on a bum wheel, but I was able to get through it, and then it wasn't until the Monday after that game where I got the MRI and I realized that I had been out about 4 or 5 weeks had it been something in the middle of the season.
What do you remember about your first game in the NFL?
I remember playing against James Harrison. It was a home game against the Steelers. He was a really good player. And I also remember that we benched our quarterback at halftime, which was sort of my welcome to the NFL moment.
Have you ever gotten in the huddle and not known who the quarterback was going to be? Like, they're like who they are, but like you're surprised that you go, oh, he's in.
Well, actually, I have been in the huddle one time when a quarterback came in and I did not know who he was. And I had to shake his hand and introduce myself because we just signed him like 2 days before that. And it was the great Josh Johnson, who's been to a number of places throughout his career. But yeah, we had some quarterback injuries, and it was, I think, week 16 again. And our quarterback got hurt, and sure enough, we had to put him in the game for one play while they were evaluating Thad Lewis, who I think was our starter that game.
He's Joe Thomas, the Browns offensive tackle. I did some research yesterday. These aren't great numbers, but I want to let you know you're in your own category with 10,000 consecutive snaps. But when you go into the Hall of Fame, there's a chance you'll go in with the lowest winning percentage, the fewest wins by a player. So I'm just letting you know. It makes it even more impressive that you've been a Hall of Fame caliber player playing for a team that doesn't win very often. So just letting you know, Joe.
Well, I guess we'll have to start trying to win here this weekend.
No. You want to be the guy. You want to be the guy who goes in with the lowest winning percentage of all time.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you told me that.
You're favored, by the way, this weekend against the Colts.
Well, I don't see why we can't start a big winning streak this weekend.
What is the longest winning streak you've ever been on?
That's a good question. I want to say it's maybe 4 or 5.
But it feels now. I thought this way a couple of years ago. I thought you were going to be a playoff team, and you almost were. But what's different about the team this year as opposed to last year? Aside from you have a new quarterback in Kaiser, but it feels like you guys are competitive. It feels like you have a chance when you go into these games.
Well, I think across the board we're more talented. I think schematically on offense, we're running the same scheme. So the guys that were here last year are more comfortable running the same plays. And on defense, I think our defense is playing better than they did last year. We've got more experience from our guys that have been here. We added a couple guys in the off season, and I think they're just playing better as a whole.
Tell me if this story is true. The first time you faced Myles Garrett in practice, he tried to like bull rush you or something, and did you say this ain't college?
I don't think I said this ain't college, but I do like to joke around a little bit and have fun in practice. And he tried to bull rush me, and I said, "Nice try."
Do you teach him any moves to help him because of somebody having success against you?
Well, I do watch him a lot in practice, and we talked almost every day when he was out there. He's been injured for a couple weeks now, but in training camp, I was, spending some time with him every day, just 5 or 6 minutes, just talking about pass rush moves and the moves that he does, the moves that I think he could do that would really make him even more effective. And it's been fun just kind of bringing him along a little bit and just feeding him little bits of information, just kind of from a tackle's perspective.
Wouldn't you want to play defense just once, like one series?
I used to have those dreams because I actually played a couple games in college on defense, and I used to love defense because from an offensive lineman's perspective, the game is very stressful because you only get noticed when you do something bad. But on defense, it's great. There's no stress. There's no anxiety. You get to go out there and run around, and you can play 65 plays, and 64 of them, you totally disappear. But if you get the sack in the last play of the game, they're lifting you up on their shoulders and carrying you off the field.
Why didn't you just put yourself in? They're not going to bench you.
All right, I'll do it this weekend. You got to watch.
No, I watch every game. I don't miss a Browns game.
Where's the punchline?
No, we actually have a bet. One of my guys says you guys win at least 5 games, and then somebody else on my staff, they bet against that, and there's a wheel of punishment that's involved in it. So we're invested in the Cleveland Browns. Oh,
well, great. That's great. I hope we can go 14-2 the rest of the way.
You're not
punish somebody.
You're not doing that
significantly.
No, you're not doing that. By the way, McLovin, did you know that Joe is a big Bachelorette fan?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Joe, do you want to impress McLovin with your knowledge of The Bachelor, Bachelorette?
It's a great show.
Did you watch Bachelor in Paradise?
Actually, Bachelor in Paradise is probably a little bit higher on my love totem pole than Bachelor is now. I think it's just increased the entertainment value over The Bachelor.
If you were single, would you want to be on The Bachelor?
I don't think so. It doesn't seem to ever work out for those people. It seems like those people are more interested in fame than actually finding love.
But I think Jesse Palmer did okay in life.
Well, he got the fame.
Yeah. You don't want that, though.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
Well, are you saying that I was never a football player, or I was a football player and I was single?
Wait, I'm confused. Let's say you're 24. Well, let's say you're in your second year with the Browns and you're not married. Okay. And let's say you're just an average lineman that people don't know who you are. And you had the opportunity to be on. So
you're looking for fame.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to do dancing. Would you do Dancing with the Stars, Joe?
I would consider it.
Breaking news. Joe Thomas would like to do Dancing with the Stars. I can make that happen, I think, Joe.
Oh, great. All right. Let's make it happen.
I'm going to work on that cake. I'm going to have my face on it, giving you the double bird. And congratulations on the incredible streak that we don't know who you passed, but it certainly sounds impressive, Joe.
Well, thank you very much.
All right. Good luck against the Colts. That's Joe Thomas, a future Hall of Famer.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.